Hello guys, this is VYSH. So today December 31 and everybody are waiting for the new year, but news which has come in today is that new variant Omicron XBB 1.5, the first case has come in India, in Gujarat actually, and now state governments are taking precautions so that it doesn't spread. So why it's so important, why it is told like it can be like highly immune evasive, such things we'll discuss. And what is ACE2? ACE2 is a UPSC question also, so that we'll try to discuss. Okay, because already health minister was in the last week, and this week is back to back having press conferences and meetings and telling like next 40 days is crucial, because every time, every December, you would have seen from 2019-20 onwards, you are seeing that the COVID is rising during this time, because it's a festival season, it's a holiday season in every country. Like people are traveling, people are moving out, people are there in crowded places. So this 40 days, okay, up to January mid and January end, you can tell, is very crucial. Okay, so when these things are going on, amidst that only we are hearing that the first case of XBB 1.5 variant responsible for the New York COVID hospitalizations surge has found in Gujarat. Okay, that means in New York, we heard about China, we heard about South Korea, Brazil and all. Now in USA, suddenly the cases are increasing, and 40% of the cases are having this variant XBB 1.5, which is actually spreading very, very fast. So how does this enter your body and how does it goes out? That is what we are going to try to explain. So that's why this question I'm showing you, which came in 2021, the term ACE2 is talked about in the context of. So UPSC did not ask you too much biology or too much things very detailed fashion, but maybe in future it will come, because this is repeatedly coming in news every day. Almost every day's newspaper, this word ACE2 will be there. It is there since last 3 years. Okay, so spread of viral diseases, D, that is the answer for this. Okay, so how it is spreading this disease, or how it is helping COVID enter your body, that also little bit of technical things I'll show you in this video. Okay, so the first case, as I told, in Gujarat has come, and fresh variants, outside China, many countries had been reporting, okay, that the Omicron, this variant, that variant, different numbers are there. So you don't have to by heart all the names and all, but I'll show you certain names in this video. Okay, like the subvariant names are XBB 1.5, BQ 1.1, BQ1, BQ5, and BA5 and XBB. Okay, so these are all the ones which are causing the most number of cases now, highest number of cases in the different places. Not like they are causing death and all, but it is spreading very, very fast. Okay, death is also there in extreme cases when it is certain people who have diabetes, or who are old age. That also I'll explain. Okay, so it is highly immune evasive. Okay, you would have heard the word evasion, okay, like tax evasion or something, which is like you are avoiding or preventing. So your immunity, even though if you have immunity, it is highly immune evasive, meaning it is avoiding your immunity and it is entering your body. Okay, and it is binding to the cells very strongly. Okay, so how it binds into the cell, that also the spike protein picture I'll show you. Okay, so India now in Gujarat in December has shown the first case of XBB 1.5. Okay, so Omicron, it was that variant which came after Delta. After the first few serious cases, Omicron came, which almost I think everybody got it. Everybody got Omicron, and it was actually helping them build their immunity also. It comes like a fever, and it will have for maybe 7 days, 10 days, and then you will recover. Okay, so the original BA.2 subvariant of Omicron was now combined to create XBB. Okay, this virus in the environment will keep interacting with each other, and new mutations will come, new variant will come. So it created XBB. Okay, I'm talking about XBB1, not XBB 1.5. So XBB came, and it was there in India in August itself. Okay, in cases in, I think, in Orissa, in Agra, here and there, the cases were there. So XBB variant came. Okay, and it quickly became dominant in India and also in Singapore. Okay, then two subvariants came, XBB.1 and XBB 1.5. Okay, so this is the new two things, and scientists and everybody are closely monitoring this, and they are telling that this is a cause of worry. Okay, they are increasingly worried about it. I'll show you the tweet of scientist also. So as per this Yunlon Richard, okay, a person in Peking University, he's been tweeting a lot of things, and he's telling in with like complicated graphs and all these things, which everybody may not understand, but you can just read the text part alone. Okay, like it has had much higher ACE2 binding affinity. Okay, so everywhere you're hearing this ACE2 thing. So other scientists will take it and make it simplify also. They have translated into simple English and told one of the most immunity evasive variant, one of the best variants for entry and invading human cells, appears to spread much faster than the old XBB or BQ, and causes hospitalization wherever it is dominant. So it is, everybody are telling it's high ACE2 binding, it is getting into the body, all these things. So what is ACE2? That also I'll discuss. Okay, hope you understood what is XBB 1.5. It's a new variant of the Omicron, which is spreading faster from people to people, and it is causing high ACE2 binding. So what is this ACE2? First thing is the full form you should know: Angiotensin-converting enzyme 2. Okay, ACE2. So when there is a 2, obviously there will be ACE1 also. That I'll show you after 2 slides. First I'll tell you what is ACE2. Okay, imagine like this picture. If you see this blue color, this is your cell. Okay, the human body cell. Okay, this is like picture 1. This is like picture 2. Okay, so in picture 1, if you see, on your cell, this green color thing which you see, right? This is actually, I will just draw it and show you. This green color what you see, this is actually ACE2 protein or enzyme. Okay, and this is the coronavirus. Okay, which has spikes. This whatever you see outside, this is called spikes. So this spikes, if you see, the shape is correctly fitting into this ACE2 and it is pulling. So this ACE2 is pulling this corona or COVID virus into your cell. Okay, and it enters your body. Okay, because if you see here, correctly inserted into a lock, a key is inserted into a lock, that fashion, the shapes of both these things are there. Okay, so ideally ACE2 is the one which is having binding onto this protein, the spike, and pulling this into your body. Okay, so people have doubt like, okay, if ACE2 is the problem, then remove that ACE2 from our body, then we won't have this issue. Okay, but that is where the catch is. ACE2 is very much essential enzyme and protein in your body. Okay, it helps in many other, like preventing many other diseases which you may get. So that is why you cannot tell a solution like, okay, remove ACE2. Okay, you have to prevent this binding only. That is where scientists are working on it. So I'll just show you basic thing. I hope you understood. This is the lock and key kind of format in which the new BA 1.5 is very like XBB 1.5 is going and entering into this ACE, and it is spreading very fast. Okay, it has a faster binding capacity, the new variant. That is the reason. So now, where is this ACE2 present in our body? It is found in your lungs, hearts, blood vessels, kidney, liver, everywhere it is there. So main area is your lungs. In your lungs actually there is something called epithelial lining. This again I'm telling you, for UPSC students it is not very important to by heart all these biological terms, but I'm just in a very simple way. Okay, forget biology, forget everything, very simple way. As a news article I'm telling you, in your lungs you have this epithelial cells, and in that there is ACE2. Okay, there is ACE2 thing. So that ACE2 will obviously, as you saw in the previous image, it will pull the spike, the corona, into your body, and it will enter your lung, because ACE2 is there in your lung, nose, mouth, everywhere it is there. So it will go and affect your place where actually oxygen is absorbed and waste carbon dioxide you are releasing. That area in the lung, that is getting affected. That is why people immediately are getting serious in hospital, and they are wanting oxygen from outside sources. Okay, so that is how this actually works and how ACE2 is present. Okay, now this ACE2 also, it is not like it is present equally in everyone. Okay, it is not there equally in every number of people. It is higher in individuals who have this hypertension, diabetes, coronary heart disease. That is why the ministers and everybody tell, like, people who are old age, people who have any heart diseases, people who have diabetes, cholesterol, many things they have, you have higher ACE2 in your body. When you have higher ACE2 in your body, there is a higher chance that you will attract the coronavirus to you and or to your cells or your body and your lungs, and you will get the disease. Okay, that is why people are telling to take care. Okay, higher number of ACE2 in these kind of people. Now, as I told, ACE2 you cannot simply avoid from your body. ACE2 is a very vital element. It's a very vital element in your biochemical pathway that is critical to regulating your process such as blood pressure, wound healing, inflammation, these things. Okay, this is very much needed in your body. So you cannot tell a solution like ACE2 should be removed. Okay, so there is something called, if you see, ACE2 helps modulate the many activities of a protein called angiotensin-2. Okay, Ang2. I'm just showing you because next year maybe UPSC will tell like Ang2, which is in news, is related to what? Okay, so it is actually a protein which increases your blood pressure and inflammation. Okay, meaning it is actually a damaging thing. Ang2 is a damaging thing to your blood vessel, and so somebody should control it, right? That controlling is done by ACE2. That is the importance of ACE2 in your body. Okay, that much only you should understand. No need to understand all these conversion molecules, all these things you don't have to worry. ACE2 is helping you control the Ang2, which is actually causing your blood pressure, inflammation, and blood vessel damage. Okay, so here if you see, again, harmful effects of Ang2 are reduced by ACE2. This is the summary. For this picture and all is there. Now, just one more point I will tell you. Difference between ACE1 and ACE2. Here ACE you see, and here ACE2 you see. Okay, so that one as a last point, because you would have seen in another news item, like there is something called ACE inhibitors, meaning prevent ACE. Now, only I told you that you cannot avoid ACE in your body. You have to have ACE in your body because it is going to reduce Ang2 and all. But then why are they having medicines called ACE inhibitors or ACE preventers? Okay, meaning how will you do that and whether it will help COVID-19? That is the last part of this video I'm telling. So here if you see, first one, not ACE2, ACE1, okay, that is angiotensin-converting enzyme. ACE1 is another protein also found in tissue such as lungs and heart, where the ACE2 is also present. Okay, so both are present in lungs and heart. Drugs that inhibit or prevent the actions of ACE1 are called ACE inhibitors. Okay, if UPSC asks like what is ACE inhibitors, it is not preventing ACE2, it is preventing ACE1. Okay, because ACE1 is actually not very good for your body. Okay, that I will tell you here. So examples of these drugs are, some examples are given, and these drugs block the action of ACE1 but not ACE2. Okay, ACE inhibitors, these medicines which is listed here, will reduce the actions of ACE1 but not ACE2. ACE1 drives the production of Ang2. In previous screen I told you ANG2 is the one which causes your blood inflammation and blood vessel damage and all. So this ACE1 is actually increasing the production of ANG2. That is why we have medicines to prevent ACE1. Okay, so in effect, ACE1 and ACE2 have a yin-yang relationship. Yin-yang means this one. You would have seen like in Chinese movies and Kung Fu Panda and all, you will see like it's like they cannot be without each other, but they are opposite to each other. So ACE1 increases the amount of ANG2, ACE2 reduces the ANG2. So with medicines, we will get away with this ACE1, and ACE2 already which is there in your body will reduce ANG2. So ACE2 is needed in your body. That is the ultimate point I wanted to tell. Okay, ACE2 is needed in your body. It reduces the ANG2. Okay, hope you understood, because I don't want it to go to too much biology and all. Okay, because this blood pressure tissue injury will cause problems, and that is why you need ACE2, and that is why ACE inhibitors will not do any problem to ACE2. It will do only problem to ACE1. And now again we are trying to have many drugs and many things like ARB and all these things, which we are trying to use for COVID treatment as well. Okay, because anyway, as I told, ACE2 is needed for you, but can we do something so that it doesn't bind too much strongly into the COVID spike, and anything can be done? That is what the research is going on, and that is how it works. So I hope you have a basic idea, and this is more than sufficient for a UPSC aspirant. Okay, how ACE1 and ACE2 works and what is the binding thing. Okay. So if as I told, the COVID-19 Omicron comes, it is going to affect you. Okay, if you have good immunity also, still 2 weeks at least you have to suffer. So better be careful and listen to whatever the government is telling. And I'm not telling always stay indoor and all. Obviously you will have plans and all these things, but still always wear the mask, wash the hands frequently, have the distance, use sanitizer. Even if you order something from Flipkart, Amazon and all, just sanitize it. Okay, because there are cases here and there. So just don't bring it to your house. Okay, especially if there are elder people in your house and all. So just be careful. So this is just a maybe a knowledge video I wanted to show, mainly explaining about ACE2. Okay, so I'll wind up this video. Thank you, and advance Happy New Year wishes. Have a nice day.